Hey everybody, welcome to Gerald's Kitchen. So today I'm going to be making this Thai green curry. I went out to dinner the other night with some friends and we just had a great time. We went to this Thai restaurant that I had not been to before, but I've been wanting to try it. So we went there, had a great meal, super fantastic food, and I thought, what the heck, why not? Let's go ahead and show you how I make my Thai green curry. So tonight's green curry is going to be made with shrimp, which I have about a half a dozen peeled and deveined shrimp. I have some chopped up or sliced bell peppers. I have canned bamboo shoots, eggplant, Thai basil out of my garden. I have 2 cans of this coconut milk, and then I have a can of my favorite brand of curry paste, which is the Missouri, and this is their canned Thai green curry paste. I love curries. I love Thai curries. As you know, I was born in Thailand. My claim to fame is I was actually delivered by the Prince of Thailand, and I just love Thailand. I love the Thai culture, and I love especially the Thai food. I love all the different Thai curries, especially I would say my 2 favorites are probably Penang and Masman, followed by red and green. So anyway, I just thought it'd be kind of fun to do this Thai curry, so let's go ahead and get started. So to get started, I'm going to take my Thai curry paste and I'm going to go ahead and put that into my pot that I have here. And this is going to be cooked at about a medium-high temperature. So I'm going to go ahead and put all that in. And then to that, I'm going to add about half a can of my coconut milk. Going to mix it all together. And for this, I should probably use my wooden spoon. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this all together. And I'm going to bring this to kind of like a little bubbly boil. And then once I've done that, then I'm going to start adding in more ingredients. So let's go ahead and stir this until it becomes really, really smooth and starts bubbling. And you'll see by the bubbles on the side here, if you look closely, you'll see here that it's starting to already get pretty warm, which is exactly what we want. Once that starts kind of getting really nice and bubbly and happy, we're going to go ahead and add in the rest of that can of coconut milk. Then we're going to stir that up a little bit more. And I'm using shrimp for this particular recipe. Now, if you wanted to use something like chicken instead, or some other type of protein, I would go ahead and recommend you add it now and let it cook through before you add additional coconut milk to it. That'll give it just, a nice intense flavor. But for things like shrimp and tofu, because they cook so quickly, I'm actually going to put those in at the very end instead of right now. Let's go ahead and add our eggplant and give that a good stir. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat down to medium and let that kind of cook through a little bit until the eggplant is mostly done. So what you'll find cooking on medium heat rather, is that the curry is going to start boiling really strong. So let's go ahead and pour in our second can of coconut milk. And we're going to give that a quick stir. And then we're going to start stirring in the rest of our ingredients. So let's go ahead and start with our bamboo shoots. This is a small can. Give it a stir. Followed by our bell peppers. Give it another quick stir. And let that cook until it starts to simmer again. Great, so now that it's kind of starting to get a little bubbly here, I'm going to go ahead and add in about a teaspoon of sugar, followed by about a teaspoon of fish sauce. Then I'm going to give it another stir, kind of make sure it's blended well. And I'm going to let it kind of cook, and I'm going to reduce the heat down to about a medium-low and just let it simmer for about another 5 minutes. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add in my Thai basil. It's about a tablespoon's worth. This is from my fresh garden, and I'm going to go ahead and spoon that in, or stir it in rather. And that's going to cook for about 2 more minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and add the shrimp. So now you can see it's gotten really happy. It actually tastes really, really good. Oh my God, that's delicious. Let's go ahead and add in our shrimp, and we're going to let that shrimp just cook in the broth of the curry. We're going to turn it off the heat, and we're going to just kind of stir it in and let it sit for about 2 to 3 minutes. And the shrimp will just cook naturally because the shrimp cooks so quickly. You don't need to just let it keep cooking forever and ever and ever, because otherwise it's just going to get rubbery. So we're just going to let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, sitting in that curry sauce, and we'll then serve it up.